Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Arc Extinction, Explorer Notes. In this episode, we are going to cover the notes that are located roughly here on the map. And we are starting at this location, these coordinates. If you look around here, you can see there's the green obelisk right next to us. We're basically at the very western point of the city. You can see the wall kind of just fading out here. And for our first note, you look on this side of the wall, so this is the southern side. Right here, you look right of that, you should see this other text structure right here, which has a bunch of kind of black cables going out of it. And you can also see that that's next to this big rock. So what you want to do, you want to go left of the structure and the rock, and you'll see that there is a lot of vegetation down here. But if you just kind of go to the vegetation all the way in the back, over here, which is also next to this kind of little bit of rock here, you'll see that kind of hidden inside here, find the Mek TM at 52.9 by 23.4. And then if we start in the same place again, so here are the map location coordinates. Green obelisk is right there. This time, however, if you look west, you should see that pretty big structure over there. And we have this structure down here, which we used to find the previous note. However, if you just look a little bit right, basically in front of that structure, you'll see that there is this little metal structure here as well. If I come to the side, I think it might be... yeah, it's basically the same as that one over there. But you have this metal structure, and if you look right next to it, here, we find another note. This is Helena Note number 16 at 50.7 by 21.4. Then for our next note, we want to go back to where we started. So we want to start here at the same location as before, the very kind of western boundary of the city. So we have the green obelisk right there. This time, however, when you look towards that big, weird structure in the distance, if you look right, you should see this pillar right here. What you want to do is you want to go towards that. However, the note is actually located just randomly on this shelf back here, or this area back here. Now, this is where you might not have the marker. It depends kind of on luck, because what we're going to use is one of these trees. So if we have this thing behind us, you can see there are two trees to our left, and there's also one single tree in the front. It's pretty close to the kind of end of this plateau. And that's the tree you want to use, but of course this could be knocked down by a dinosaur, in which case you just need to watch this video and look where I'm going. But when we get to this tree, if you just look a little bit left, essentially on the edge of the cliff, well, I'm not sure if you can call this a cliff, but at the end here, within these bushes, you can see we have a Meiyin Note. So the tree's right there, little metal thing is right there, and we have the Meiyin Note right here. This is number 3 at 47.1 by 22.5. So for the next two notes, we want to move to this location. So this is that weird structure that we kind of used as a marker in, like, distant marker for some of the previous notes. So this structure right here. No clue what it's supposed to be, but we're going to use it anyway. So we are on the southern side of it right now. So you have the city. If you're looking towards it, the city should be on your right. And you can see that if you look towards the border, you can see the border lights or the posts. This structure kind of has a very long and thin kind of ramp-looking thing over there. And you can see that you just follow the ramp, eventually it turns out into this kind of more full structure. And what you want to do, you can see that ramp continues, and then there's kind of this diagonal line going down here. And you want to go to the bottom of that. Just follow this diagonal part of the structure. And you can see that it reaches the ground right here. But eventually, that goes and kind of turns into a pond. So, but on this little bit of ground right here, so you're basically right next to this diagonal part, there's a couple of bushes right here. And it's inside this bush you'll find Meiyin Note number 4. If I just walk down a little bit, or walk back a little bit. There it is. At 47.7 by 12.2. And then for the next note, just go up on that thin part, this part right here, and you can see that there's some glass up here. And at the very end of the glass, you'll see there's the one who waits. This is the one who waits number. Why can't I see it? I'm not allowed to see it. Okay. What? Why am I not allowed to see it? I'm not allowed to see it. But it's 46 at 46.5 by 10.6. And then for the next two notes, again, we'll take them together because they're very close to one another. We're moving to this location. So here are the coordinates. There's this kind of building, the side of the little rock here, or mountain, or whatever. However, if you look in front of that, you can see there's this metal spike. So this metal spike right here. And if you just go in front of that spike towards the river or water going here, we'll find our first note. This is Helena Note number 17. Is at 40.9 by 15.5. And then the second note, we go towards this building. If we go on top of the building and we go to the left, on the very left of these Sana support walls, there's 5 of them. On the one on the very left, we find another, the one who waits note. This is number 18 at 38.8 by 13. So the final two notes are going to be kind of difficult to guide you to because they're literally located in the middle of nowhere. There are no real landmarks in the area, so I'm going to do my best. You probably just have to watch the video and see where I'm going. But we're starting here at these coordinates. We are now basically north of the wall, so the wall is right behind me. We are at the end of the wall, so you can see the wall ends right there. And there's this green metal or tech part right here that I'm kind of using as a starting point. So if you start from here and you just look out in the wilderness, you'll see that there is this rock formation in front of you here. This one right here that I'm kind of using my Brandodon to show. You can see there is a lot of similar stuff to the left here, but this one should be straight ahead, have this green metal thing right behind you, or if you're sitting on top of it or whatever. And you want to go towards this, and you can see how when you get a little closer, there is this kind of big, flat, rocky surface here on the left. And behind it, you have bushes and stuff. And it's on this slab, or behind this slab, right here. So if I go down a little bit, you'll see the note right there. It's kind of behind this slab, where the slab means this kind of slight rocky wall right here. Again, it's very difficult to show exactly where because it is just such a random location. But see the sloped wall, it meets kind of this rock right here, or rocky wall with the grass on top of it. And it's in this little corner that you'll find Diana log number 8, coordinates 41.3 by 26.8. I'll just quickly fly up one final time to show you kind of the note is down there. You have some kind of corrupted plants over there. The wall is over there. Then for our final note of the day, we're starting in the same place. So we have our green metal thing behind us. Here are the coordinates. And just to show another time here, we're kind of at the end of the wall. We're on the north side of the wall. We're kind of at the end of the wall here, and there's this green metal or text structure that sticks out a little bit. This one is not that much easier, but if you look out to the wild, look a little bit to the right, you should see some text structures in the distance. But in front of that, you'll see this fairly large kind of rock formation in front, this one. And you want to go towards that. Not towards it, you want to get on top of it. And you can see that on top of this whole rock structure, there's this other rock right here. This one. And if you go on the left side of that, on the left side, get around a little bit to the back here, just standing in the middle of nowhere, actually it's floating, we find Meiyin Note number 2 at 38.4 by 29.5. And I'll just quickly show you again. Well, the note blends in really well with the environment, but the note is down there, rock right here, the wall in the back. Those text structures are not too far away. There's also a bunch of these corrupted looking plants here as well that are pretty close. And with that, we've covered all the notes for this episode. So if you did find this one helpful, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.